What is going on, guys? How are y'all doing? You are tuned into the hot list. Thank you guys for joining in with Matt in the Hat, Matt Johnson Real Estate, powered by Keller Williams Diamond Partners. As I mentioned, you are tuned into the hot list on, what is today? Oh, that's right. It's June 18th. Before we get started and before we jump into this, I just wanted to wish my bride, Lisa Johnson, a happy 39th birthday because that's how old she truly is. Anyways, as you guys know, I come to you Monday through Friday around 12 o'clock Central Standard Time, and we talk about a property that is new to the market, been on the market with some type of recent price reduction, or there's something unique about the property that I want you guys to know. I want to share with you guys. So as you guys are coming in here, if you would let me know if you are catching this live, if you are catching this on the replay, let me know and come join me and hang out for a little bit. Also, you guys know that we talk about a question of the day, and that is submitted by you guys that view this and watch this. Also, for those that don't know, the hot list is now available in iTunes for download. So all you got to do is just go to iTunes, type in hot list. You're going to see my badass thumbnail that a good friend of mine mocked up and created for me. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and while you're there, do me a favor, leave me a 5-star review, and that is going to help put me in the top of iTunes. Why does that, or what does that do? That allows me to get in front of and allows me to be seen by other people, not just the ones here. So that puts us at the top. We love that. That way I can help more, I can educate more, and we can get through all this together. And I also want to thank this week's sponsor of the week, Brown Shoe Fit in Emporia. Make sure you guys go down and see them. That is where I get my shoes, and I get my socks that everybody loves so much. And these ones are no exception. These are Shut the Duck Up camo socks. And big fan of those. Absolutely love those. And Brown. So thank you to Brown Shoe Fit for being this week's sponsor of the week. So today's property is a newer one that hit the hot list, and we wanted to talk about that, share a few things with you. So the address on this house is 1632 Coronado Avenue, right here in Emporia. It is a 3-bed, 3-bath, has an attached 2-car garage, 2,916 square feet finished space, currently listed at 224.9. Listing is courtesy of Eck Real Estate. So what is so special about this house? Is it because it's new to the market? Well, that's part of what I wanted to share with you guys. The other part is that it is a ranch style house. They have a full finished basement, and the roof was just redone in 2019. So that's worth a lot right there. Plus, they've got new garage doors, new openers, new paint, new flooring, new knockdown ceilings. They've got new quartz countertops and cabinets. Absolutely amazing house. Definitely worth checking out. You've got to click the link in the description to go see this for yourself. It's going to take you right to my website. You're going to see some incredible pictures and take a look for yourself. Also, on the outside of it, it does have a patio in the back and a small deck area, and it is a fenced-in yard. So whether you have children or pets, that fence is going to help keep them from running off and running too far. All right, now we get on to question of the day, and I've answered the opposite of this question before. I don't know if I've answered this question before or not. So the question that I've answered before is, what are the top remodels or renovations to improve my house or improve the value of my house or get a better return on my house or hold the value of my house? So today we're going to talk about the question of the day is, are there remodels or renovations with little or no return on my investment or on my work? Well, the quick answer to that is simply yes, there are. So before we get into that and talk about it too much, there's going to be a ton of articles out there on the interwebs, and they're going to show you the best returns on your home for remodels, renovations, updates, whatever the case may be. There are not so many about the money pit, black hole, cash sucking renovations and remodels. So just keep in mind, with any type of update, remodel, renovation, whatever you want to call it, personalization does have its limits. You don't believe me? When you bought the house that you live in right now, can you tell me that there was nothing specific that you promised you would do to yourself as soon as you closed on that house and as soon as you moved in? Exactly. So pretend you're the person looking at the same house after you pull out that shag green or shag orange carpet that's left over there from the 70s, or is it going to have the same appeal because you hung some green velvet or floral wallpaper? Or is that just opening up a whole new set of problems? Now, of course, you want to make your house your own. That's the whole reason you bought the damn thing, right? So whatever you're doing, when you recommend or you're doing some type of renovation or remodel, I recommend going easy if in the near future you're considering some type of relocation, upgrade, or downsize, because many buyers are going to accept some type of personalization. And the example I give buyers and sellers, and I love this example, and I use it every time. So when we first looked at the house that we live in right now, our front door was purple. Shit you not, purple. Living room was turquoise. The kitchen was 3 different colors, y'all. 3 different colors. I've got to remember the right order. I want to say the top was blue, the middle was yellow, and the bottom was like a reddish pink. So our kitchen was 3 different colors. So you still don't believe that there's too much personalization? My house before we bought it would disagree with you. And remember, you don't have to live in a bland house with nothing on the wall, just blank walls. But there's something between living in a bland house and something from the 1970 disco inferno days. And so what we're going to really kind of talk about before is who tracks these, who came up with this, who really does this research. Well, here's some renovation loss leaders by the numbers, because it's important to consider what future owners are going to want as far as major upgrades are concerned. Now, some of these updates can be worth more than, or can cost more than your house will ever be worth. And just to give you an idea, Remodeling Magazine tracks the average cost of the 21 most popular home renovations. They've been doing it since 2012, so the numbers that we're going to get into are based on a national average. So just keep that in mind. These are going to be national average. So let's talk about the top 5 worst returns when it comes to home remodel and home renovation. So the number 1 worst return on your home remodel renovation is an upscale bathroom remodel. The cost averages about $61,000. Your return is going to be about $34,000. So you're only getting 56% return. But who hasn't dreamed of having a bathtub the size of a small swimming pool, or that you can get a whole baseball team in, or a shower that's got 5 or 6 different heads on it? I mean, while they're very cool, they're very unique, and some of these are absolutely amazing, These are not going to be the best use of your money and the best way to remodel and update your bathroom. So let's say, so you got the scale, you got the cost for the upscale bathroom. Just to give you an idea of what a mid-range remodel bathroom would be, the cost on average around $19,000. Your return would be $13,000. So you're getting 70% on your return as opposed to an upscale only getting 56%. That's something to consider. Number two is going to be an upscale bathroom addition. Now, I've actually seen one of these here in Emporia, and the lady told me herself, she said, I spent way too much money on it. I will never get what my money back that I put into this house. And she said, especially the addition which had the master bath and the master bedroom. So an upscale master bathroom addition on average costs about $83,000. That's right, $83,000 with only a return of $45,000. So only a return of 54%. Where you do a mid-range remodel, the average return is going to be approximately 60%. It comes up just shy of 60. So again, you've got to weigh that out and see if it's worth it to you, and you may not be going somewhere, then it might be worth doing, or just something you want to do. Number three is going to be an upscale kitchen remodel. You guys starting to see a pattern here? So the average cost is $126,000. Your return is going to be about $67,000 or 53%. Not great, right? Exactly. And compared to an average mid-range return of approximately $81,000. So you're losing almost 30% doing an upscale instead of a mid-range. What really eats the budget up? Well, you got to have those custom new cabinets, right? Or that granite or marble slab countertop. What about some high-end appliances like Viking? That is where people go wrong, is, they just go way over budget, way over price, and there's not that return that they're wanting to see. The number four is an upscale master suite addition. Now, we've all thought about doing this, myself included, blowing out a wall, or expanding one way or the other. I actually saw this. This ties into the previous one I just talked about. So the average for this is gonna floor y'all. Average cost for a master suite addition is around $256,000, with a return of only $123,000. So you're only getting a return of 48% on that. Now, even with a mid-range addition, you're really not gaining much more. You're going to gain 56% return. So what does this tell you about a master suite addition? While you may use it often, or may think that you use it often because, in your mind, that's where you spend the most time. You sleep there, your clothes are there, your shoes are there. That's where you get ready. That's where you get dressed in the morning. It may not always be worth it. So just keep that in mind. And finally, number five is going to be a mid-range backyard patio. Now, the average cost of these is about $54,000 and a return of $25,000. So you're getting a 47% return. Now, generally here, your outdoor remodels or updates is going to be a better return because you get that curb appeal, right? Well, a mid-range wood deck is going to return you about 82% on that investment and on that remodel, where a composite is only going to return about 63. So why is this on the list of, worst renovations? Because a lot of this is just expected depending on the price of the home. So I've had people reach out, is a deck or a new patio going to make my house worth more? Not necessarily, because depending on the house, they may expect it already to be done, whether it's a mid-range or whether it's an upscale. They're already expecting it to be done. So what makes the largest impact? Well, what people are really going to notice and really see right off the bat is when you start small. How small? Well, how about some light fixtures? How about some new paint? Maybe swap out that vinyl flooring or that old ratty carpet for some laminate or even hardwood flooring. And you can always look at doing some type of resurfacing, repainting the kitchen cabinets, doing something with the kitchen countertop. So when you're doing this, start small, and if you guys would like, I will circle back around to some of the more popular and higher return items for remodels and renovations. Just let me know in the comments what you guys want to do. So that's all I got for you guys today on the Hot List. So thank you for watching the Hot List today with Matt in a Hat, Matt Johnson Real Estate, powered by Keller Williams Diamond Partners. I do this because your experience matters and should be trusted with a veteran. Y'all have an awesome Thursday, and once again, happy 39th birthday to my bride, Lisa Johnson. I hope y'all have an incredible day, and I'll see you tomorrow for Red Friday.